right? Like, is Marty, Bob Milako. I love this guy. Go ahead. Bella, Ivana, Leo, Mario. We got Eddie, who got killed in the beginning. Poor bastard. Well, we got Mrs. Dubois, Jack Dubois, Sarah, Allegra. Move on, hold on. Claudia, and then we got Angelo. It was a blast. We had a fun time. So here we go. Let's start off. Who has the first question? Anybody? No? All right, let's go eat. Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry about this. Imagine sounding like this 24 hours a day. That was the first time I heard what I sound like. I thought I was normal before walking in.
Anybody? Come on. Nobody? Anybody?
Tell us about the casting.
The casting?
Yes, tell us how you
All right. Well, I had this idea for a very long time. I'll talk like Bella. I had this idea for a very long time. And so I wanted to do like this family that had this front. It's been done before. I mean, I was like, like a restaurant would be too typical, a pizza place. And then friends with Mario, I mean, we worked together for so many different projects. I thought, let me talk to Mario, maybe a tax office, because Mario, that's his office. He's an accountant. And if you want a card, you can get a card from him later, everybody. Tax season's right around the corner, right? So I was like, well, maybe cool to do this as the tax office. So, and there's like, death and taxes is like guaranteed in life. But I went death or taxes. So you can go in, let them know you're here either for your taxes or you want somebody whacked. So, and that's like brilliant. So
I've played kings, judges, mafia guys, cops. But when he said, "Would you like to play CPA?" I go, "Yeah, I'd like that." That's what I did.
Big stretch, Mark. And so casting, I automatically had to give him a part, So it was his place. So, and then I worked with Bobby. Like we've done a couple of live shows, like plays. And some of you might have seen Everybody Needs Some Therapy. We did that in Cranston. We did that a few times, right, Bobby?
Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah.
And I always got to plug Bobby. If you go to Netflix and watch Poker King, who watched Poker King? Anybody?
Anybody?
What? He was in that. He was in the band with Jack Black. He acts with Jack Black. He's like the most famous guy on stage. He's on Netflix. We're a bunch of schmucks. So I was like, yeah, definitely gonna I'm writing this role for Bobby. So when I was writing, I was thinking of people. So I had him in mind. I think I might have had your character in mind, Jeff, because I worked with him in Mob Ghost. And Karen, I think I want to do something with her because she's a stand-up comic, and I got to do something with her. She's like hilarious. And so basically, and Joe is like in everything I do. He's in like every project I do. I have to write something for Joe. So a lot of it, I knew who I was writing for, and I know the strengths, I know the weaknesses. And then once we were fully cast, we needed someone for Claudia, and Stacy Kendro is also a stand-up comic, great comic. Yeah. And yeah, I was still casting, but let me get back to that. And I saw her do stand-up as well. So I knew she was going to play Bella. I wrote that for her, for sure. As I was writing it, I was hearing her voice. You cannot forget that voice. So, and then it was pretty much cast, and Mrs. Dubois I still did not have, but Claudia, I needed somebody. And I went to a stand-up show, and Stacy walks in, and I'm like, oh, shit. I should have Stacy play that part. I'll ask her if she wants to do it. And so it was like, it just all fell into place. And then I think probably a couple weeks before we filmed, I reached out to some people. Somebody said your name maybe, and I messaged her, and she sent me her reel. I was like, she don't have to audition, she can do it. So I was like, you want this part? You have to scream? All right. Can you scream? She goes, yes, I can scream. And that was it. I mean, and then Sarah, I worked with Erin, and that part, it seems like nothing that she comes in, but there's more to it as the episodes go on. That part of Sarah. So that's pretty. Any other question on casting?
Oh, you put the mayor.
Oh, the mayor. He couldn't be here. That's right, Mike Daniels. Yeah, he's in a play right now with his wife, actually, somewhere in Massachusetts. And he's a great actor. I worked with him in a lot of projects, and he's somebody. I think there was somebody originally going to do that. I can't. Who was going to play the mayor? You remember?
Paul, right?
Oh, Paul, the other guy in Mob Ghost.
Yeah.
The guy that had the apartment. He was going to be the mayor originally, and he had to back out because he's SAG, and this is non-union, so he couldn't. So we got Mike Daniels. I called Mike Daniels up, and I said, dude, you got to do this. I'm in a tight spot. We're filming in like a week, and I need somebody to play, and he did it for me. So that was it. It all came together. Any other questions?
What do you pitch this to?
Oh, now this, I want to get this to, there's two distributors, anybody that's out there that's into film. There's one called Indie Rights, and there's a distributor, Film Hub. And it's all free. You can set up a profile with them, and you submit your work. And they get it, and they pitch it to Tubi, to Amazon, to Freevee, all these streaming services. And you can end up on one, you can end up on 10. But you get on there, and I'm hoping to throw this pilot onto a streaming, just to spark some interest and be able to show people, investors, to show them what we've done. And hopefully somebody wants to invest, and then we make 5 more episodes and continue them on the streaming. That's the plan I have. So. You have a question?
What were the most challenging things on the day on set? What were the challenges that you had on a day?
Keeping Karen quiet. She wanted to shut up, man. Sorry to embarrass you, Karen, but that was truly hard. Challenges? I don't remember. It was long days at the office, that's for sure.
It sure was.
Yeah. It was long days at the office.
Oh, hot summer nights.
We did that on a Saturday and a Sunday, and they were probably like 12 hours each day, I think. At least.
Karen doesn't even shut up on the tennis courts.
I know. You know when you start, you're like, quiet on set, and you hear her going, in the back, I hear her in the background in the other room. I'm like, Karen, shut up! Even when she whispers, it's loud.
As you can see, we have very interactive times behind the set, so.
What's that?
Interactive times on the set.
Oh, yeah.
Dubois.
Dubois.
How long did it take to do all the filming for them?
No, it took 4 days.
4 days?
Like 4 days, probably 12 hours each day, right, Greg? Yeah.
And then the editing? How the editing time?
What's that?
Editing time.
How long are the editor? Come on up here, Greg. You're the editor. And this is Greg Hall.
Come on up. Come on up.
He filmed it and he edited it. How long did it take you to edit?
There's not enough gin in the world to tell.
Oh! There you go.
Getting old, there you go. I'm going to say it was probably about 80 hours total. I had to move my equipment too to accommodate.
Oh, he moved locations
I
as
had
he was
to move
editing
location.
from
I had to move
Portsmouth to
Portsmouth
Cranston.
to Cranston. So
He moved the whole computers and everything.
Quitting Media West. But it was a challenge because I shot it and edited it. So yeah, it's mostly time and crew and whatnot. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it was very challenging. The actors would go into a studio and re-record their audio. That that was another challenge. That was fun. That was, yeah. So taking out the ventilation sounds and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, the restaurant. The
restaurant
The
sound,
restaurant,
yeah.
because you couldn't turn off the refrigerators or anything.
Oh, yeah, that's
So you would hear the, like the motors kick on. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of gnashing of teeth when I was sitting down. I was like, ah, Jesus.
He had a full set of hair when he started editing. And now
But if you
it's-
do
it's
the,
gone.
do your indie film, yeah, that's one of the big considerations is sound and whatnot in each room.
Oh, we got a question over
Anyway.
there.
The music you used, that website, free music?
Was that-
Oh, yeah. You'd have to go back and look. There was so many of them. That was the other challenge doing it, is getting the free music
Free music, right?
to add to it. And you got to go and look, and it's like, if they ever make money,
We couldn't-
they're going to come back.
We couldn't afford any Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah. So yeah, most of it, FHM. You'd have to go back and look at the credits. Kevin MacLeod. He's one of my favorite artists to do that, and you can use his stuff for free. But Kevin MacLeod, you'd have to again Google him. He had some of my favorite royalty-free music.
Oh yeah. Say that again.
Actor's previous
Oh.
acting experience.
Previous acting experience before this.
Oh, well, before I was in the TV pilot, I was actually in a play with Nick Albanese. I was back at the Characters Cafe near Artist Exchange. Fortunately, the cafe is closed because of the landlord had doubled our rate. But I was in the therapy production.
So I'm a comedian. I don't know if that counts for anything. I did a lot of theater when I was like younger, because where else do you find this voice? And I also was in a talent show in 7th grade where I imitated Barbra Streisand with fruit on my head. And that's about it for me. No, that was the Barbra Streisand face, not the
This is her first movie, and she was the lead, and she was great. Huh? I started out doing theater about 13 years ago, and then somebody went to see one of my plays and asked me if I'd want to be in one of his movies as a Russian mobster. So I did that movie, and then I was an Italian mobster, and then I was a cop. I was a cop in 2 movies, and then this one. No, The King was not in the movie; it was in a play. It was the Tempest. So that's pretty much.
Well, I've been mostly in theater, been in a lot of plays, probably about 35 or 40 over the last 25 years or so. Been in a couple of films. I was in the film with this guy. It's an I'm Prime Video called Tony Martone, and he plays Tony Martone. Yeah, I was the underboss, so very underneath him completely. And this is my first TV pilot or film being in. I'm going to be in Nick's feature film, which is Charles Street, and have a little bit of a bigger role in that one. And as Nick said, that's going to come out in May. And I was in a commercial once too.
My background was actually a theater background, and somewhere in the past, I guess it was about 12 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, I started diving into film and TV work. And it's been a process, and it's been working with students and student films and 48-hour films and 72-hour films and 100-hour film challenges, and then doing all the background on feature films. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to be doing this. And I absolutely love it, and I love working on especially shorts that possibly are going to be turned into features. I like to give everyone a chance. I love working with people I've worked with before, and it happens all the time that someone says, oh, I met you 5 years ago, but we're doing this thing in Mystic, Connecticut, or could you do this? And it's really beautiful to see that relationship develop and collaborate, and sometimes even come in and do some other different kind of thing, but I love helping. And I love helping students, and I love helping passionate filmmakers, a lot of times female filmmakers, or just young indie filmmakers get a start.
Hold on a second, Jeff. And the guy that played Mr. Dubois, he's not here. He is Don Miller. You might have seen his name a few times in the credit. He was the executive producer for Father Forgive Me, and he helped produce this, and he's helped me produce my feature film, Charles Street. He's in New York. He couldn't make it today. So it's Don Miller. Here's Junior, Dubois Jr.
Yeah, I'm Junior. I also have a theater background. I've worked with Bob before, actually. And then I got to meet Jimmy in the back with Mob Ghost, Connery sitting in the middle there, Mrs. Holloway. It's on YouTube now. Check it out. Nick, of course. So yeah, lots of theater, a few short films here and there, and hopefully a few more. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Hi, I'm Erin. Ooh, I've been doing this a while. Thanks, Joe. I wrote my first play when I was 12 and produced it and starred in it. I've been in a few of Nick's things. I played his wife. What was that play called?
Many Sides to the Reaper.
Many Sides to the Reaper. That was fun.
That was the second run.
That was good. Everybody Needs Therapy. I was the doctor, the therapist. Recently, right before the strike, I was in The Penguin with HBO. Wait, no, it's not that big a deal. I was wealthy woman number 81. So. I was on the set for one day. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. Obviously, I'm
Karen with a C.
Karen with the C, yep. So, I obviously have a background in comedy for about over a year and a half, and I actually did a couple of murder mystery dinners. I don't even think, where I played actually a hit man instead of a hit woman. So the transition was kind of, it was just embedded in me because I don't even think Nick knew that I did a few murder mystery dinners, shows. Yeah, that's it. So it's great. Great cast here, and I'm very excited to be here. I don't know why, I feel like I'm having a little therapy class here. But anyway, so we're looking forward to doing the next episode. So thank you for coming out, for supporting it, so we can continue the series. So we want to all know what happens next, right? So that's it. And I'll hand it over to Stacy Kendro.
Great. That for Karen. So yeah, I'm a stand-up comic, 20-year veteran. Just seeing my 50-year-old ass on a giant screen, I'm not past that. It's just, I'm still, it was a lot. I've done a lot of theater. Before I did stand-up, I did a lot of theater. The last theater show that I did was called Lovers and Other Strangers, Joe Bologna and Renee Taylor. It was excellent. It was so fun. It was just like the greatest thing I ever did. And then comedy, worked Vegas, worked on cruise ships. I opened for Joan Rivers, comedy. And then I'm starting to produce my own little short films. So I have 5 of them on YouTube. Yes, they're all mob stuff. You gotta go see my YouTube channel. So I'm starting to write pilots and shoot stuff and get into the other side of the camera myself. So thank you.
How you doing? I just did a little bit of theater. Nick usually sticks me in whenever he does. Even if it doesn't have a line, I just walk by it. So that's cool. And I have a public access show that goes through Rhode Island. It's the Stephen Joe Show. It's on Monday at 9:30 on Cox 13, Verizon 32. But I don't think you're gonna actually watch it, but I just figured I'd put it up there. Right. Yeah, actually, yeah. But it's so so professional that I think if it's a holiday, it doesn't play. So hopefully it'll air tomorrow. Yeah, Monday, 9:30.
Like I said, Joe, he's like he's like one of those guys. I just have to put him in everything. You just look at his face. Isn't he beautiful? He's just hilarious.
Thanks.
If you see me, I did a Buddy Cianci show last year, and he played my bodyguard. He was like behind me the whole time. Didn't say a word. Just stood behind me. It was great. It was great. He's good at that. You remember him now? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
He's also in the feature. I had to put him in the feature. Charles Street is coming out. Any other questions? That's it? Oh, wait, one more? Oh, yeah, it was great. What's the funniest thing that happened? I don't know, I was pretty much stressed the whole time. So,
You left him, it's good.
I'm like stressed. I wear like 5 different hats when I was doing this, so I was a caterer too, I was feeding these people. Anybody think of the most fun you had? They were all stressed too, probably. Wait, we got a question over here?
Is there going to be a blooper reel?
A blooper reel? Talk to him.
Maybe.
We haven't even-
I'll have to.
He has to recover from this. He has to recover from
I
there.
just finished doing this.
A week, like less than a week ago, he just finished editing it. So,
Yeah,
Mark.
Nick, if you ever need an Uber driver in any of your films, you know who to call.
Over there, we needed you for Charles Street. We had like an Uber driver character then. I had to play the Uber driver at one of the scenes.
I want to help you out.
All right, next time we'll know.
Actually, there probably will be one. It's just going to be me sitting at a kitchen table slamming. It's like, you ruined my shot.
That's the blooper reel.
I have a question.
One more. Going once.
I have a question.
Oh, who's that?
This is Hugo.
Oh, Hugo, where are you? It's like Oz. Oh, he's in the booth.
When's the next one? When's that going to be filmed? The next Death of Texas.
Oh, that I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna get this out and try to be viewed by the right people, and then hopefully we find investors for it. We're gonna try to do like 5 more episodes. And hey, give it up for Hugo. This is his place. Beautiful place. Somebody raising a hand over there? Oh, you got another question? What's it going to cost? I don't know. I would have to figure it out, because you have to, add up the crew, the actors, the food.
A lot.
You talk to the accountant. He'll know. But I give you my card. We'll talk. Oh, you're curious. All right. Who? Oh, Karen. Right. Karen. Yeah, I couldn't even think off the top of my head right now. We did this pilot. It was probably at least a couple of grand it took to make the pilot. Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. And one more thing is very important. Veterans, any veterans here tonight? Stand up. You're a veteran, stand up. Stand up. Any veterans here? Thank you. Thank you for your service. Oh, coming on now.
If you get picked up, do they fix all the issues you had with the sound and some of the visuals, or is the whole thing reshot and redone?
Oh, good question.
Oh yeah, they'd redo it.
What's that?
I said they'd redo it. Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, we definitely would. I would probably redo it. I would redo it. Especially if we had the right budget and we had the time. That's what it takes. Like realistically, we should have took 7 days to film this. We crammed it to 4. So it's tough. So when you have little time, little money, you got to do what you got to do to get it done. But yeah, I would definitely like to redo it.
It'd be recasted.
Recast the whole thing. Oh, yeah. No, just Bobby. We give Bobby. That's it.
What is this recasting? What? That's not funny. We need to work. I know.
Actually, I'm not gonna have a cast. I'm gonna use AI and
Canceled.
cancel them. I'm joking. That's it. Are we done? Oh, another question. Oh, they keep coming. What? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. No, really, thank you. Everybody, thank you for coming out and supporting us. This is like pretty much the launch of El Mio Films, the company I started, and I'm looking forward to even just getting a trailer out of my feature to show people. I'm hoping by May I can have that in a few theaters in Rhode Island and get that to streaming as well, and just keep the ball rolling. I just want to keep the ball rolling, keep making projects, and working with other people, like all these great talented people that make films, and that's what it's all about. So I thank you. Thanks everybody for coming, and we'll keep you informed what's going on. You can follow me on Facebook.